Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 8 of my Football Manager 23 save with Everton FC. If you do go on to enjoy, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 20 likes on today's episode, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed. If you haven't already, with that post notification bell on, it's free to do so and it does massively help out. Get a comment as well down in the comment section down below. Let me know down below, who are you going to do your first Football Manager 24 beta save with? The alpha has been released for a select amount of content creators, so I'm sure you've all probably already seen them videos. I'm personally really excited for Football Manager 24. I know who I'm going to do my beta save with. You'll find out when the beta does officially get released. Fingers crossed it is tomorrow. This could be the penultimate episode. We've made a new signing though since you were last with us. Let's go check it out. And he goes by the name of Zach Viner. We had a massive centre-half injury crisis. We need to get someone in, so we brought him in. I don't actually think he featured for us, but we needed some options on off the bench just in case as an absolute last resort. So he's on £4.5 a week until the end of the season. We just needed someone to get in. So if you see him in and around the place, you know why. But in terms of how we've been getting on then since you were last with us, our form has taken a little bit of a dip. I don't actually remember, what was the last game you saw? Was it this Southampton game? I'm pretty sure it was. Since then, we had a 2-2 draw away at Arsenal, a 4-0 win at home to Leeds, a disappointing 2-2 draw away at Fulham, and then two tough games. One at home to Man City, where we lost 4-3, and also a 3-0 defeat away at league leaders Manchester United. We bounced back, though, with a 2-1 win at home to Crystal Palace. In today's episode, then, two fixtures which you actually saw the reverse of earlier on in the season. We have Chelsea away, they're 5th in the table, and Aston Villa at home, they're 16th in the table. After that, we'll come back tomorrow for Brentford and Tottenham and end season 1, and then we'll find out if the betas come out or not, or we might do a season 2. We'll just have to wait and see. But here's the league table. We have dropped down to 3rd. We are 12 points away from falling out of the Champions League qualification space. We've well and truly smashed our target of wanting to stay up this season. Let's get into game number 1 then of the episode against whoever we're playing against. We've got an international break first. It's against Chelsea. Let's get into it. Just got an email here that youngster Ellis Sims has done his ACL. Absolutely gutting for him. 22 years of age. His potential isn't really there, but he's not done too bad at Birmingham so far. 10 goals in the league, 14 in all competitions. He's done pretty well there, to be fair. And yeah, it's a big shame for him that he's going to be out until probably the start of next season. I mean, he's out of contract with us until at the end of next season, and yeah, not great news for him. That could really hinder any last sort of chance that he had of making it in the first team, unfortunately, which is a shame. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for today's game away at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea. We've got Pickford in goal, a back four, Patterson, Cody, Tarkowski and Michaelenko, with Garner, Onana and Thuram in the midfield. McNeil, Nelson and Calvert-Lewin is the front three. On the bench we've got Emil, Ben Godfrey, Keane, Vinagre, Garner, Ceballos, Lafie, Gray and also Chadams on there as well. We've got some players who've been playing very well over the last couple of matches, finding themselves on the bench, so a big opportunity for everyone really. They need to perform. If not, you know, when we make subs about that 55th, 60th sort of minute mark, they're going with a very, very strong side. The last time we actually played against these was when Mendy chucked one in his own goal. Did we win 1-0 that day? And Mendy had an absolute stinker. I remember that specifically though, that Mendy had an absolute nightmare against us, so he's going to want to put on a show today. Let's hopefully we can move above Manchester City, because they're not playing right now, so a win would take us above them. Garner's picked up a yellow inside 4 minutes. That's the worst start possible for a holding midfielder, really. We'll give them some early encouragement, though. They're going with a 4-2-3-1 in today's game, and they have a throw in here. Chilwell picks it up to the byline. Ball in, cleared away by Tarkowski. Only as far as Reece James. Good tackle there from Michaelenko. Back into Reece James. Ball finds Raheem Sterling. He gets a ball into the box. It's deflected. Easy claim, though, for Jordan Pickford in the end. Can we find Calvert-Lewin, our target man up front, or are we going to look to play out from the back here? I mean, 16 here. Connor Cody's come very wide. Pickford is just going to send this one along, though. He looks over the top. Can Thuram win that? He heads it down for Nelson. Touch inside. Ball in behind for Calvert-Lewin. I don't know what that was, but the referee has got his arm in the air. That was a really weird shot technique there. We are going to go to VAR and check this one. 17 minutes on the clock. A decision for VAR to make here. The goal has been disallowed. Calvert-Lewin is offside. I had a sneaking suspicion he would be offside there. He's scored 16 goals this season as Calvert-Lewin. Oh, it's marginal. I mean, I don't think them lines are accurately drawn, but it's very close there. That is a shame. Apart from that, though, it's been a very boring game so far. Nothing's really happened in it. We'll give them some more encouragement and hope that we can maybe get back into this game. They're playing with one of them Vol people in the midfield. That's unique, to say the least. Literally nothing is happening in this game. Can we maybe get at them a bit more. I think because of the formations actually cancelling each other out, so maybe we need to go either more aggressive or more defensive for this game to open up a little bit. But as of right now, a draw away at Stamford Bridge is not the end of the world. We'll give them 10 minutes to maybe cook something up. If not, then we will look to make some substitutions. 50 minutes on the clock. Still nothing happening. Here we go. Finally, we've got another highlight. Fofana picks up the ball off of Mendy. He finds Kante. Kovacic now driving forward with the ball. Looking out wide here for Sterling. Michaelenko gets there first. Now Reece James can only find Nelson, but he gives it away straight away. Very scrappy game right now. Now Reece James coming forward. Out wide to Raheem Sterling. Back into Reece James. Ball into the box. It's not a bad one. João Felix hits the bar and Patterson clears. Big opportunity there for Chelsea. Thankfully, they've failed to take it. Bit of a let-off there, bit of a warning for us. But I think now we'll look to maybe make some substitutions. We're definitely going to make at least 3. Maybe we might end up making them all here. We might just change all of our attack. I mean, Garner needs to come off. He's on a yellow card, so we'll bring the other Garner on. Ceballos is going to come on for Thuram, who's not particularly playing well. Actually, we'll get Lafay on as well, completely change the midfield 3. We're also going to get Dwight McNeil off for Damari Gray, put him out on the left and put Nelson over on the right. And final change of the game, Che Adams is going to come on for Calvert-Lewin. He's not particularly playing well, but he's going to come on as a complete forward. 5 changes made there on the hour mark. Fingers crossed they can make an impact. They've moved Mason Mount to be the ball-winning midfielder to get Hakim Ziyech on the pitch. Will that work for Graham Potter? Zakaria picks it up and finds Mason Mount, the ball-winning midfielder. Thiago Silva now finds Zakaria, can't quite get a tackle in there. Now Koulibaly out wide into Reece James, ball inside to Ziyech. The substitute off the bench strikes. Should be an easy save for Pickford. I don't really know what he's done with that. 20 minutes to go, still 0-0. Is either side going to come up with a winner in this one? Pickford sends the ball long, looking for Nelson. Chill underneath it. Lafay can't quite win that one. And now Zakaria picks it up, entering the Everton half. Ziyech out wide to Reece James. Bit of room for him here. Ball into the box is low. Cody's fouled someone there surely. And eventually it is going to go in from Kai Havertz. It's been coming really, that one, hasn't it? Chelsea have had a lot of possession, a lot of the ball and a lot of chances. And as substitutions haven't exactly worked in the way that I wanted them to do there. That's disappointing. I mean, Damari Gray didn't really track Reece James there at all. He gets a ball in. Cody clearly fouls Brozier. Sterling ball in. It's blocked, but Havertz, he's never missing from there, is he? 20 minutes to go. Chelsea unfortunately take the lead. But we do now have a corner. Lafay ball in. Easy catch though for Mendy. That is a really, really poor corner. That's one thing that they've definitely looking like they've improved in Football Manager 24. There's a whole new revamp for set pieces and all that sort of stuff. It seems like that's going to be a big thing next Football Manager. But for now, we've got to be a peasant and carry on playing Football Manager 23. Mount over the top here, looking for Raheem Sterling. He's causing us a lot of troubles in this game. Patterson can't stand him up. Havertz has a tap in, and the second bite of the cherry, Kai Havertz taps home for 2-0. I mean, if there's ever a season where Havertz is pushing 20 goals, whoever the manager is probably deserves a lifetime contract because, well, you'll be lucky if he scores 5 in a season in real life. Sterling there just causes far too many problems, but the midfield have not done well enough there to track Havertz. I think it's Cody, maybe gets a block in, might be Tarkowski. Either way, disappointing. Chelsea double their lead, and our form towards the back end of this season has massively dropped off. Ziyech now coming forward with the ball. Good tackle for Michaelenko, but James gets past him into the area. That's not a penalty. That's outside. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. You dare even consider giving this as a penalty, because that is outside. Even though my commentary said into the box, and I know that's what I said, I think that's outside personally. So if this gets given, we've been scammed. No penalty. Thank you. VAR has finally done something useful for us. But our subs, I mean, everyone today has massively underperformed. We're going to go to very attacking. Are we going to? Yeah, we're going to go to very attacking. Chuck the kitchen sink at them for the last 10 minutes, and we might be lucky enough to get an equaliser. Thiago Silva clears there, and now Brozier will come forward. Good defending though from Conor Cody, who has been solid for us this season. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, he won't be with us next year, if we do another season, that is. James Garner picks up the ball and finds Dani Ceballos. Poor pass there, gives it away far too easily. Now Brozier finds Ziyech, switches the play to Sterling, their danger man. Zakaria now finds Mount, Havertz into Ziyech. Lovely football here from Chelsea. And now James driving forward again. Damari Gray's not tracked his man. The cross is blocked, but another one comes in. It's scrappy, it's 3. Oh, it's so poor. We have defended so poorly in this game. I mean, you can tell by the ratings. Patterson 6.3, Cody 6.2, Tarkowski 6.4, Michaelenko only on a 6.8, but that is, again, comes from Damari Gray, just not being defensively good enough. And James Garner, I don't even know what he's tried to do with that clearance. 3-0 to Chelsea. We've been embarrassed, really, in this game. The second half of the season has not been a good one whatsoever. We've been really, really poor. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we should not be challenging for a Champions League spot. That's a good save there from Jordan Pickford, but it's still disappointing to see the way we've crumbled, really. Lack of backbone, lack of spine. Maybe that's because we sold Seamus Coleman. We should have never done that in January. Brozier has hit the post now. Right, if he gets to 4, that is taking the mick a little bit. This is not a 4-0 game. We've had the odd chance. We've just not particularly performed. And when I say we, it's pretty much every player who's been on the pitch today, which is unfortunate, but this game is obviously going to end in defeat. Am I going to get the opportunity to scream at them, get them berated? Full time, Chelsea 3, Everton 0. Not exactly the way I wanted to start today's episode. Lots of changes then for the second match of today's episode at home to Aston Villa. We've got Pickford in goal, a back four of Godfrey, Cody, Tarkowski and Michaelenko, with Rob Ceballos and Lafille in the midfield. We're going slightly more attacking in that midfield. Townsend on the right, Nelson on the left and Che Adams leading the line. On the bench we've got Emil, Patterson, Keane, Vinagre, Thuram, Onana, McNeil, Gray and also Calvert-Lewin on there as well. Let's get into the second game then of today's episode, and fingers crossed we can get back to winning ways, because it was not only a disappointing result but a disappointing performance as well. They're very strong. Unai Emery was sacked earlier on in the season. I wonder if they're still playing the 4-4-2 like what they were earlier on in the campaign. We'll give them some encouragement. They are now playing a 4-2-3-1 with Diego Carlos in holding midfield, so just as interesting. But they've had a very good start to the game. 4 shots in the first 5 minutes, and the first highlight of the game falls in the way of Aston Villa. Kamara now out wide into Emi Buendia, driving forward the ball, finds Ramsey out wide into Coutinho, the danger man. Diego Carlos, great ball, it's scrappy now. Watkins with a header from outside the box, off the crossbar. Another free kick here for Aston Villa. Coutinho ball in, Mings heads it across, Ramsey with a header and a brilliant save there from Jordan Pickford. How on earth has he managed to keep that one out? 9 minutes on the clock. Villa are absolutely battering us so far, I'm not going to lie. Buendia ball in, cleared away. Only as far as Buendia once more. To the edge of the box, Matty Cash. Good tackle there from Townsend. Definitely going to be released at the end of his contract, which is the end of this season, because he's very injury prone. He's not really offered much when he has been fit. Pickford now with this goal kick. Do not play out from the back here. He's going to play out from the back. Cody picks it up on a yellow card. Back into Jordan Pickford. He hammers the ball long. Why can't we just do that straight away? I mean, we're going longer, but Calvert-Lewin's not even on the pitch. Chatham strikes, and there's a reason why he's not scored in his last 14 matches with finishing like that, isn't there? Really, really poor. We're growing into the game a little bit after a flying start from Aston Villa. I'd say they're in a relegation battle, but they're 8 points above the drop zone with a game played more. So I think that they should be okay. Half an hour on the clock, still 0-0 then. We're going to tell them to work the ball into the box. Can we get a goal before half time? They've had more of possession, better passes completed. It's been all Aston Villa really so far. We've not really offered too much. Townsend's playing well, Pickford's having a decent game. There's half time, 0-0. Not good enough for that. We will get underway then for the second half. Give them some early encouragement. As always, we'll give it 10 minutes, see what they do before we make some substitutions. Ceballos finds it into Lafille. Back to Tarkowski. Cody now looks for the switch. Not a bad ball there to find Townsend. Can he get a ball into the box? He cuts back and finds Ben Godfrey. Ball into the box is poor, and Digne is really under no pressure there to clear that against his former club. Tarkowski picks up the ball here, out wide into Michaelenko. He's developed quite well this season, to be fair. Michaelenko, can he get a ball in? He cuts back and finds Ceballos. Ball into the box is not a bad one. Cleared away though by Digne once more. Now Coutinho won't get there ahead of Godfrey. He cuts back inside here, finds Lafille. He goes all the way back though into Connor Cody, and now Godfrey picks it up once more, over the top looking for Reece Nelson at the back post. Can he get a ball in? He does. He finds Dani Ceballos, and eventually it's in. It's a third goal of the season since he joined from Real Madrid for £625,000. A very cheap signing, but he comes up with goals, does Dani Ceballos. He's much better going forward. He's made a good run there into the box. Nelson did well to get the ball in. His first shot was blocked. It came back to him though, and on the volley, he's absolutely riled that one into the back of the net. We're ahead against Aston Villa, slightly against the run of play potentially. I'm not so sure, but some players there now playing particularly well. We'll see what happens from this highlight, and then we'll make some substitutions. I don't think we're going to make all 5 at once in this game now that we are winning. Michaelenko down the line looking for Ceballos. Good first touch. He finds Reece Nelson. Terrible tackle there from Emery Buendia. Surely there's only one result here. The referee steams over, pulls the card out of his pocket, and it's a red one. It is a red one for Emi Buendia. He's off the pitch. They're down to 10 men, and that is exactly what I wanted to see. We're now going to tell them to focus the play in the wide areas, just that's just the best thing to do when the opposition get a red card. Digne now with the throw-in, finds Ramsey, switches the play. It's a poor switch though, and it's only as far as Nelson. Can he get at his man? He looks to beat him. Ball across, looking for Che Adams, and of course, he can't finish it. Watkins will now come forward for Aston Villa on the counter-attack. Can we get a foot in? Good tackle there from Ben Godfrey. And I'm looking at the fitness of some of these players, and I'm now thinking we're going to make a triple substitution. We're going to give him some praise, but we need to get Nelson off because he's got some sort of a knock. So we'll get him off for Damari Gray. We're going to get Rob off because he's on a booking for Onana. Cody, I don't really want to bring him off yet. Our final change for now, we're going to bring Thuram on for Lafitte in the midfield because Lafitte's not really performing like I would like him to as of right now. But Godfrey picks up the ball here for Everton. Lafitte now picks it up. Good first touch. He's about to come off the pitch here. Townsend now finds Godfrey. With Townsend once more. Cody picks it up now, looking for that switch into Reece Nelson. Ball into the box, looking for Che Adams. Is he onside? Has he finally scored another goal for Everton? It looks like he has. It's taken him 15 matches to get on the score sheet once more. But with 25 minutes left on the clock, we've finally doubled our lead. And Che Adams has finally scored another goal for Everton. Slight question marks of offside. I think Matty Cash is just keeping him on. Could Martinez do better with that? I would personally say so. I mean, we've still got another double substitution to come. I can't even actually give them any more praise at the moment. Let's go make our final two subs. First change we're going to make is bring Patterson on for Cody and play Godfrey now as a centre-half. And our final change of the game is Damari Gray's picked up an injury. That's not good. We're going to keep Che Adams on so Calvert-Lewin can have a little bit of a rest. Maybe we get McNeil on for Townsend. Townsend's having a pretty decent game, though. Yeah, we'll get Dwight McNeil on for Andros Townsend on that right-hand side for the last 20 minutes or so. Give Townsend hopefully a standing ovation there from Goodison Park. But this should be a comfortable win. We'll give them some more praise and we'll just leave them to hopefully see this one out. I mean, they've got 10 men. They started well first 5-10 minutes, but after that it was all us really, wasn't it? This will be a comfortable win. It doesn't quite secure us a Champions League spot as of right now. That might go right down to the final day, but we'll probably play another... Was it like 5 matches before we come back? Can we get a third goal in this one? That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? The ball comes out here to Watkins. He doesn't win the header. And now McNeil finds Ceballos. Can he get another goal in this one? Thuram now driving forward. Looks for Damari Gray. Looking for Che Adams. He's in the back of the net. Is this one going to count? After not scoring in 15, Che Adams could have a brace in this one. We are going to go to VAR. The lino did keep his flag down. This goal has been disallowed though, unfortunately. Can we have a replay on this one? Che Adams' £20 million move from Southampton plus Tom Davies in exchange hasn't exactly gone to plan. He is definitely offside there though, unfortunately. This game is going to end 2-0. Comfortable win. Obviously, between now and the next episode, we'll play through a few games, but it's not going to be anything extortionate, I wouldn't have thought. And yeah, 6 points between us and 5th, but they do have a game in hand. So we could genuinely easily fall out of the Champions League spot. So we've got to be consistent between now and the end of the season. Thank you all very much for watching today's episode. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow for this finale of Season 1. Peace.